Hey guys, Dan here with Sterling Self Defense, and I'm sure soon to be Badger somewhere. There's Zach. Hello, Zach. Say hi to everybody. He is not amused, does not like videos, because he knows I'm going to shoot stuff. Yeah, buddy, get over it. All right. Now, okay, over the years, I have bought pretty much every holster on the face of the planet just to find one that's good and comfortable that I like. And to no avail, over the years, started out, you got your plastic, wasn't great, so I started taking the plastic ones and modifying them, putting on my own leather belt. That worked out pretty good. This is a drop down, so comfortability is not a big thing. Most guys won't wear a drop down, but that's the most comfortable thing to wear. But that's a straight up open carry, which most guys don't want to do. Now we got our Kydexes. They're nice. They hold nice. I have every Kydex you can freaking imagine. I've got this one. The real expensive ones from Greg's Gear, which are nice, and they fit all the stuff you want when you order properly. But still, they scratch up the markers. That's the problem with Kydex. They scratch up the markers, and they stab you. They're hard plastic and, not comfortable. So, believe me, I've tried every one. I have so many different holsters. And the one I love the most is this old 25-year-old custom made for a T8.1. Awesome, so comfortable, doesn't scratch up the marker. Actually, this one got a little too much metal on the inside, but all in all, it kept my T9.1 that I carried in this in real good shape. So I finally just gave up and said, you know what? I'm going to start making my own. I bought all these leather kits and figured like everything else, I'll just learn how to do it. And I bought all this stuff and I'm like, wait a minute. Where am I going to find the time to learn how to do this? I haven't had a day off in 2.5 years, and now I'm going to start take on leather making? Okay, now I'm getting ridiculous. I bought all the stuff. I'm like, screw it. I'm just going to go to a leather maker. So asked around, found the best guy around. Let me grab his card. I got cards in here somewhere. Okay. Here we go. Frontier Leatherworks, right here in Pennsylvania. Beautiful work. Go check out the website. It is www.frontierleatherworks.net, not .com. It used to be .com. He changed it to .net. But this stuff is just absolutely amazing. It makes stuff for all the state police, federal agents, DEA, CIA, you name it. He made a rig for Clint Eastwood. I mean, beautiful stuff. So anyway, I'm like, you know what? I'm getting a shoulder holster made, custom design that I got them working on now. But I figured what everybody needs is a holster. These are the ones I just had made. Custom holsters, for FSC, Pistelle, that work well. All right, now watch this. Here's an FSC holster. And this is water buffalo leather. Best you can get. Soft, supple, just beautiful. All custom made. Stick right in there. This one's got a compensator on it. Look at that. Holds it beautiful. When you get it in and out of the car, it slides nice. It's not sticking you. It's not rough. And it doesn't scratch up your marker. It's all nice and soft on the inside. Nice and soft. Beautiful. And right off the bat, it ain't cheap. It's custom-made leather for these, so they're not going to be cheap. Simple as that. But, we're not buying from China here. We're having custom-made local leathersmith. But here's the coolest thing. I'm like, all right, well, how am I going to do it? A lot of guys like the FSC. A lot of guys like the Pistelle. And I'm like, all right, trying to figure out how many to order of each. And actually, he came up with a great idea. He's like, why don't I make one that fits both of them? I'm like, can you do that? He's like, yeah. Oh, look at this. So here, FSC fits in there perfectly. Watch this. Oh, look at that. Holds perfectly. Both of them. Absolutely perfectly. You put on longer barrels, doesn't matter. Fits perfectly. And then I'm like, okay, well, what can you do for a mag holder? We got the mag holder, which also fits both. There's going to be only one mag holder, but this is the first prototype design he made, and this fits both of them, the Pistelle mags and the FSC mags. But I came up with an idea after it. I'm like, oh wait, the FSC what we all love about the FSC, it holds the rounds and the CO2 in the same mag. Pistelle unfortunately doesn't do that. So if you're going to carry a mag, you got to carry a CO2. So this was my idea. But he has this stretchable leather he uses that doesn't need a strap or anything. Holds it right on there. And this holder will fit 1 or 2 mags, whatever you want to do. This is the final version. That was the prototype. Look at this. And it's curved to your side. So it doesn't stick out. It, wraps right around your side nicely. I didn't even think about that, the curvature of it. Goes to your belt nice and tucked in and holds your CO2. 12 gram CO2, 8 gram, well, you don't use 8 gram for that, but other markers, whatever. But how nice is that? So I ordered 10 sets. I'm personally not making any money on these whatsoever. I just wanted to make my own, and I figured when guys saw that I had some, they'd want some. So, but a set for the holster and the mag holder is $225. Custom leather, I know, but it is what it is. These are handmade here in America, So that's what they cost me. That's what they cost you. If you guys want them, I'll put them on the website. I only got 10 sets. We'll see how they go, But I'm not making any money on them, so it's a lot of money to put out to buy a ton. But you guys want them, they're there. I mainly just got them for myself, but I know guys would want them. And my shoulder rig I'm working on. Guys probably won't have an interest in those until the winter anyway. But I got a really nice shoulder holster set up. I'll show another video he's working on now. Really awesome. But for everyday carry, there you go. This is the perfect set. Whether you're carrying the FSC or the Pistelle, fits them both perfectly. Like, it's unbelievable. Well, it's literally made for them. Look at that. Holds it perfectly. Where's the FSC again? And actually, the Beeman, I'm sure, fits in here, too. Look at that. And the Beeman fits in here. Didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm working on it. I just dyed the other Beeman. This cheap plastic takes the RIT dye so well. Look at that. And guys, when you're RIT dyeing, I said the other day, about 130 degrees for half an hour. That's what got me this. Plus, I add a little acetone. Now, you got to be careful with the acetone. You do not put acetone in when it's hot because it'll bubble and spit back at you. But when you're originally mixing your dye, make it deep enough to put your parts in it. Before you warm it, stick about a half a cup of acetone in there. What it does is it opens up all the cells on the plastic and helps it to absorb the dye better and deeper. Not too much, half a cup, quarter cup, doesn't take that much. But that's what I did, and here's what it looks like. Inside and out, came out great. But this plastic is taken better than any plastic I've ever used. It looks like just a basic ABS, but, injection molded seal exhaust. But it really took it nicely. All the edges, inside, out, everything. I mean, took it really well for cheap little plastic. Anyway, so, FSC, they all fit in there awesome. They were made for these. First leather ones I've ever seen made for these. Besides that custom T8.1 I found on eBay 10 years ago. But look at that. Oh, so supple and soft and so nice. Getting in and out of my truck, it's just, you barely even notice it anymore. The Kydex stabbing me in the side, catching everything. Ugh, not a fan. They look nice, but just not comfortable for everyday carry. Unless you're going to do a drop down, then it don't matter. It's not hidden much. But most guys aren't going to walk around with a drop down on. I do sometimes. I don't really care. All right. So, okay, on to the next part of the video. All right, everyone's bugging the hell out of me for a smaller mod for the Pistelle. So, excuse the paint. I just spray painted this one. This is my prototype. Just started making them. This is the shortest CO2 only, for 12 gram in mag CO2, so it doesn't stick back that far. You know, you can see it's much shorter. This is CO2 powerful version. This is the small version. So I'm going to test both ways, shoot without it and shoot with it. And this also fixes the problem with the air chamber. All right, let's get to shooting. Let's load up. You got to do a standard shoot with it too, because every Pistelle shoots different, and depending on the day, you never know what's going to shoot. Somewhere between 35 and 50 joules, just standard is what it normally shoots, but you never know. All right, CO2, a little cool in here, but you know they're both the same. So we're not going for the highest numbers. We're just going for see the difference between the power mod and the stock. All right, where's the top? There it is. All right, air up. All right, we're ready to go. Stock version and stock barrel. .346, 328, 316, 314, 304, 286. That is all of them. And that was the stock, so remember those numbers you just saw on the screen. Into the bin of dead CO2 we go. I'm just warming up in the inside to make it bare, because it gets real cold in there, and the next CO2 you put in, it's going to drop the pressure. So actually, I'm going to put this down. I'll pause it for a little while. To make it a fair test, you don't want that cold at all, because as soon as you put the CO2 in, it's going to drop the pressure in that tank. So I'm going to grab me a Red Bull. What else? I wonder if there's anything else I need to mention while I'm waiting for that. Oh, yeah, and guys, you know, I'm getting, the guys, the fake profiles on YouTube talking about, oh, there's no problem with the back cage. It's just the O-rings. We figured that out. And I'm like, and if anyone watched my first videos when Pistelle first came out, I was testing 6 different Pistelles, and I got them in the video failing. You know, air going through the front, which the guys are saying, oh, it's the O-ring. And right in the video, without editing, I took off the back cap, reset the cage, put it back down, aired it up, and it was good to go. And then next time it failed, twice I loaded it with CO2 and right down the thing, right down the barrel, twice, 2 CO2s, just to prove that, you know, that was the problem. Then I took off the back again, reset the cap, charged it up, and it was fine. So for the guys say that I haven't proved that it's the cage, it absolutely is the cage. But you got guys saying, oh, well, you're telling me KT from MCS is wrong and everybody else is wrong, but you're right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyone that says it's an O-ring problem is absolutely wrong. Because I've been using the same O-rings over, and these are stock O-rings. I've used this O-ring hundreds of times. Taking it off, putting on another one, taking it off, putting on another one. This is my original prototype. They never fail. There is no problem with the O-ring. The only problem is when the cage drops backwards. I don't know if I have one here. I have one right here. This cage doesn't sit on anything, so it wobbles. And when it wobbles, it throws the firing pin out of position. So it gets a little kink to it. And then all the air comes down the barrel. It's obvious. I've showed it in videos. You can't get more proof than that. It's fact. I'm not making it up. I showed in the videos, real time, how they fail, why they fail. So you can say I'm wrong and everybody else is right, but I showed in the videos. What are they showing? Nothing. MCS is just showing, oh, I got more products to sell you. Here's a $30 O-ring kit that costs nothing. or a $100 bolt that you don't need for Gen 1. I'm, just showing you the way it is. But anyway, okay, let's get back to the test. Still a little cold. Let me grab me a Red Bull. All right, come on, Red Bull. Yeah, I drink a lot of Red Bull. Love me my Red Bull. I should be sponsored by Red Bull. And that's one thing, guys. I ain't sponsored by no one. I buy everything full price off everyone. I don't do sponsor. I've been offered sponsorships. Major distributors always emails. Hey, we have a new marker coming out. We want you to do a video on it. I'm like, that's fine, but I'll pay for the marker and I'll do the video. And whether it's good or bad, I don't lie. And it's all real-time video. So if it's not good, it's going to be shown that it's not good. So if you're okay with that, I'll take one. And then I never hear from them again. Because the other guys take, give me 20 grand. I'll make whatever video you want. Same thing with rounds and all these guys giving, like AR Tactical, giving everybody free rounds to put in their videos and paying the money. I don't do that. Ask anybody. Many people offer me money and I turn everybody down. I don't take money for any kind of sponsorship ever. I buy all my stuff and I just do it so everyone can see how the stuff actually works. The way it should be. Unlike all these other guys out there that say, oh yeah, I'm not selling anything, I'm not taking any money, I'm just doing it for you guys. And now you see they're selling stuff and, it's funny how they only use one round. But anyway. All right, I'm setting up a rambling. All right, let's load her up. Well, it's warming up a bit. Oh, I got to take off the whole back. That would have been the time. Duh. Sorry, it's Sunday, and I should be off, but I'm never off because I never have days off. That doesn't stop people from calling me, though. I've probably got 18 phone calls already today. I don't know why. Nobody calls Amazon or MCS or any of the other places on the weekend, but me, everybody calls. All right, where is my... Oh, here she is, the smaller version. Now, this adds more power to the stock, but not as much as my other one, obviously, because more size, more power. And this is just with the stock barrel, so you're not going to see a huge difference, because the stock barrel is way overboard at like 689, 690, something like that. All the stock barrels, they make a really heavy bore so you can shoot everything. Right, real easy install, as you see. Okay, so as you see, that's much smaller. I don't know if I have anyone. Do I have any laying around with the... Okay, yeah. So there's one with the regular CO2 cap. You can see the difference. Quite a bit smaller. Half the size, literally. So, that's what everyone was bugging me for. Because off the bat, for a carry, the Pistelle's got great power as it is. So, for a carry, you don't want to get, be out of your house and be using, 100 joules, really. You don't want that. Now, see what it looks like in the holster with the cap on. I think I've yet to do this. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Load her up and get some numbers. And see, it doesn't scratch it up. That's the thing I like about it. The Kydex is just too hard. There's some Kydex companies that line the inside. That's a little nicer. But it doesn't help you on the outside, stabbing the crap out of you. But 10 years later, I finally found a comfortable freaking holster. Besides the one I found on eBay. I mean, I love this one. This one is awesome. And this fits an FSC, too. It's just longer than need be. But this is, like, really out there in an open carry because it's so big. But I love it. I put my FSC in there and NT 9.1 for a carry. And if you notice, people that carry their weapons all day, like cops, feds, all of them, leather. They all swear by it. That's where I got the original idea. I was talking to a cop that actually was at a Walmart, and he saw me carrying. He's like, "Hey, what do you got on your side there?" I'm like, it's less lethal. Don't worry, completely." He goes, "Oh no, it's fine. Checking out your holster." He's like, "How do you like those Kydeks?" I'm like, not really comfortable. He's like, "Yep, look at mine, leather. Keep my Glock in there, no scratches on it." He's like, "Go to leather, get a custom made. Best way to go. It's pricey, but if you're gonna carry that like that all the time, you want to be comfortable, leather is the only way to go." And he would know. All right, CO2, room 68-ish degrees, a little cold in there, got the AC cranked up. But the same as the other one was. So this is the same exact test. But now we have the fix on the cage problem. We don't have to worry about it failing. And we're adding more volume, so we're going to get more power. All right, we're all aired up. I almost grabbed my Red Bull to chronograph with. That won't work. All right, first shot. 344. 344. 330. 332. 316. 334. And a lot more consistent. And that's all. Which I could chew more, but doing the same test of 6 rounds. So you see there, I didn't even drop below 200. The other one was well under 200 for the last few shots. So, and while we're at it, we might as well keep testing. What the hell? Give this a second to cool off. I'll put a real barrel in there. Cold. All right, what do we got for barrels? There we go. That clean. That is clean. Oh, I think someone's knocking on the door because I kicked this and said, "It's me, guys. Calm down." What are you barking at, buddy? There's nobody there. It's me. See it? That's the noise. Make you feel like an idiot now. You got up for nothing. And you missed a video. Yeah, that's right. I'm making a video without you. Calm yourself down. Shut up. Shutting up. Oh, tell me I got to go pick up rounds out of the trap. Shut up! Yeah, I'm going to have to go get rounds out of the trap. Yeah, sorry, guys. It's becoming a long video. But it's Sunday. All right, enough, guys. Ugh, this thing's all mangled. Yeah, if anybody found some better material for your traps, let me know what you guys are using. I've been using the same stuff for years, the ballistic nylon and the Kevlar, but as you see, it can hold up to a lot of high power rounds, not for long anyway. I wish my silver bullets went in the Pistelle, that'd be nice. All right, there we go. A little dirty, but it'll do. All right, maybe we should go for a longer barrel. Any long ones laying around? Let me go look. Nah, we'll just stick with that one. No sense getting crazy. We're basically doing a carry test, and this is, we'll see how this looks in the holster. And you'd want to go with a black, so you don't have that sticking out, but that's not bad. Not bad. Most guys might prefer, put a compensator on there, it'd be to here, and it will take compensator in there. Or go down to a 5-inch barrel. Now, you can go with smaller barrels and still get great power with the cap on the back, so you can even go with a stock, and you still get great numbers. You see that. But this is a 6-inch barrel. No compensator on there. Now we can put one on so you can see how far it sticks out of a compensator. All right. It's not screwed in, but yeah, you get the point. All right. Continue loading. All loaded. I'm just gonna get that follower lock off so I'm not dealing with it. And the room temp CO2. Okay, first test was with the stock. Second one was with stock and cap. And third test will be a 6-inch barrel, 686 bore with the cap. Grimberg 8-gram joules. All right. All aired up. Chronograph time. All right, first shot. 380. 364. Ooh, sorry, Badger. I should have moved you back a little bit. 360 on that one. Oh. All right, next one. 356. 348. 352. And I could have put, 2-3 more rounds in there. Plenty more shots available. But good numbers for carry. And if warmer CO2, obviously a lot higher numbers. And every Pistelle, as we know, is different. So, as you shoot by the day, you can get a, 20 joule swing in your numbers. Kind of crazy, but it is what it is. All right, that's it for us, Badger. What are we going to do with the rest of our day? Oh, yeah, we're going to work because this sucks. Oh, well, work on the pool one day. One day we'll take it off and back to the pool. I know it's all grimy. You don't want to go in there. All right, guys, stay safe. Have a good weekend, and I will see you on the next one.